I gotta get some errands done, and it's also really beautiful, beautiful weather right now. A lot of the responsibility on my end, because I try to delegate as much as I can, is just being available on the phone. So if there's an issue, like one of the editors needed some help with something, so I get that sorted. But just having my phone on me all the time is quite nice because I don't have to actually sit down and do a lot of the stuff when I don't have to. Gonna get some errands run, and then I'm gonna also go for a drive. And after that, we'll come back. I gotta finalize some of the cold outreach strategy where we're gonna get more affiliates. So I'm gonna figure that out. Super pumped for today. Even though I'm running on like barely any sleep, I might grab another cold brew just to get that caffeine up. See you guys in the car. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys in a bit at home. I gotta hop on a call with Mike in like an hour, so gotta get home, get some of that sorted. But yeah, I'll see you guys there. All right, guys, just got back home, so I'm gonna grab a quick factor meal. I'm fucking starving. I had the croissant, so just gonna prepare that real quick. All right, I'm gonna hop on a quick call with Mike to see what he's up to, kind of think about some of the creator stuff. We are trying to get or optimize our affiliate funnel so that we can get more affiliates for Leverage and just keep growing that team. I'm gonna hop on a call with him to see how we can make the affiliates make more money, that we can get more sales. It's a win-win situation. So I'm gonna hop on that call now, and then yeah, I'm gonna eat some food. I'll catch you guys on the next update then. All right, guys, so I just woke up from like a 30-minute power nap. I was absolutely cooked before this. I barely had any sleep. Was on calls for like 2 hours with Mike, just planning out our affiliate pipeline. We had a few bottlenecks that we had to work on, just figuring out how to get someone from absolutely knowing nothing about our product and TikTok shop to making them a successful affiliate. So we're trying to build that out right now, and that's constantly evolving. So yeah, spend some time working on that. A bunch of automations there as to figuring out who's posting, figuring out, you know, how much retainers each person is getting, just getting the back end sorted out so that we have a smooth and effective management process for creators, but also, you know, we hold creators accountable because we're paying them money to post videos, and, you know, we want them to make a shit ton of money with us so that they keep promoting our products at the end of the day. So just spend a 2-hour session there, and now I'm gonna go to the gym, but I also have to edit lessons learned in 2024, and that one I'm editing personally. I usually have my team of editors help me with editing these vlogs because of the limited time I have. But that one I'm going to be editing personally because, one, it's a new type of video where I'm just sitting yapping to a camera, and I really want to analyze and see where I can improve there, because sitting down and talking to a camera, I need to get better at that. So I'm going to edit that tonight, December 31st, and then also super hyped for 2025, dude. Like, it is one of those years where we're truly going to change the game in this affiliate shit, this organic stuff, and we're all in on this. We have a lot riding on this, but also the shit we're doing nobody else is doing. So once this starts panning out, and it is right now even, but once this starts panning out, dude, like, we're gonna definitely be crushing the game there. So super hype, but also super excited with what's coming on this channel, dude. And I think documenting now is the perfect opportunity because you're going to be seeing me at every stage in this whole affiliate journey, and I'm trying to make it as raw, as transparent as possible. Even with things like, you know, making these YouTube videos, especially like sitting in front of a camera where I was like discussing the failures or the successes of 2024. That was a tough one because as you get more and more comfortable in the camera, you're mostly focused on how you're delivering it, right? Like the message you're delivering, you're focused on how your hands are moving, what you're saying. Are you sounding dumb? Are you sounding smart? As time goes on, you start to focus more on the inherent message. So my whole idea with doing those kind of talks is more so I want to get from that stage of focusing on me, where I'm delivering the message, to actually the message I'm trying to deliver. Because a lot of times, like, you want to speak your truth, but it might not come out in the way that when I'm talking to a buddy of mine, it comes out in a different way. It comes out a bit more passionately. So trying to get that down to an art, especially like talking to a camera. And yeah, I'm going to be continuing to practice that in 2025 because that is, like everything, a skill. Just kind of want to share that part with you guys, that, you know, nobody's perfect, but like nobody's perfect. Everyone starts somewhere. And if you feel like, you know, you can't do that, you're not the best at talking to the camera, neither will I, dude. Like I started with short form content, now I'm more in long form content, and I'm still not the best at it, right? Like I'm better than most people, but I still think I have so much improvement to make on this whole content journey, to the whole filming, public speaking, because at the end of the day, communication, being able to communicate your ideas to not only camera, but also your friends, family, your business partners, your employees, that is a lifelong skill you're gonna learn. So anyone that says, you know, like they don't want to do the whole camera bullshit or recording themselves, it's like, yeah, but this is one of those skills where it will truly reflect on every part of your life, being able to communicate your ideas, being able to communicate your truth, right? If you're not able to unabashedly be you, then people don't know what you're all about, right? So that's kind of like what this whole idea of vlogging the journey is. It's an idea of self-expression in the most raw form, and we're trying to get better at it every step of the way. That's a quick mini rant, or not a mini rant, but a mini yap session right there. I'm gonna go to the gym real quick, gonna crush this workout today, and then I'm gonna be back, finalize and edit this vlog, and then I'm probably gonna do some more work, dude, because usually, yeah, I don't want to go out, especially on New Year's Eve in Chicago downtown. Dude, shit's gonna be insane. I'm gonna watch the fireworks from my window. I can see them. So if there's a nice fireworks show, I'll probably record it as well. All right, catch you guys after workout. All right, guys, so we're gonna head to the gym real quick, and I'm gonna be showing you guys exactly what Chicago looks like on New Year's Eve. Hopefully things aren't too crazy already. Yeah, it's only 7 p.m., so we're good. But shit's about to get real crazy. Skies are clear, weather's quite nice. I'll see you guys at the gym. We're gonna have a killer workout today, just to mark the end of one year and the start of a new one. All right, we are at the gym right now. So I'm gonna hit today's programming real quick. I'm gonna make this super short because I gotta get to the workout and then I got shit to do at home. So yeah, this is my gym. And today we're gonna be doing the elliptical. We're gonna be doing some cardio. I'm gonna throw in some heavy workouts just to keep that strength up. But today is just for the mental sake, to get the end of 2024 ending on a solid note of self-improvement, but also keeping that energy up for 2025, baby. So we're gonna crush today's workout. I'm probably gonna do some like high intensity workouts, some elliptical stuff, some weights, and yeah, just gonna get the heart rate up and make it super quick, but also very effective. So let's do that, and then I'll see you guys right after the workout. Yo, what's up, gang? So we just finished the workout, dude. I'm fucking fired up, bro. All the endorphins running through my body after that workout, feeling really good. So we're gonna grab our shit, get back home. I gotta finish editing that video, because if I don't do that now, I'm gonna be tired later. So let me just finish that first, and then after that, I'm gonna be doing some work, just kind of finalizing some plans for 2025, and yeah, just setting up some of those things. I gotta make some changes to some of our Discord bots as well, like some code changes. So that's some stuff that's been pending for a while because I've been too busy building. So now I gotta go in maintenance mode tonight and just maintain and improve and optimize shit. So that's gonna be the plan for tonight, just getting through that. A lot of just heads down work, but I'll see you guys when I get home. All right, and we are back from the gym, dude. I am pumped, both literally and figuratively. So I'm gonna finish up the edit, and right now it's what, 9:47. So I'm gonna finish that up because I want to get that out before the end of this year, just kind of a task that I need to do. I already started editing it, so I'm going to finalize that video and then I'll have that out. And after that, I'm probably just going to do some planning for the rest of the night. Because I did nap, so I'm probably going to sleep relatively later. But dude, I'm fucking pumped. 2025 is here. We have a lot of momentum this year riding into the next one. And I am just super excited for what's to come, not only in terms of the business, but also just growth in general, dude. Like riding the momentum from all the fitness races this year, riding the momentum from the brands, riding the momentum from the networking, connections, just kind of the self-actualization, self-awareness perspective, just getting to know myself better. It's been a monumental year so far, 2024. And honestly, like now that I look back at it, it is going to be one of those defining years where I'm like, holy shit, like this year, like really changed the course of my life. Because the self-improvement journey, dude, like it's been something I've been working on for 5 years. So it's not like I just started this year, but truly the alignment of the inner self with the outer actions is finally happening. And it's hard for me to kind of describe, but what I mean by this is when you initially start your self-improvement journey, you feel like you're breaking certain patterns, right? Which you really are, because you've been programmed with those patterns for a while. So you're breaking the bad habits, the bad mental exercises or mental thoughts that you have. The patterns of mental sabotage, you're breaking all of them, and you are adopting a new way of thinking, a new way of acting. But this year, it truly feels like the mind and the body and the motivation and the drive are all aligned. And that is a beautiful feeling because you start to truly feel like you're on a mission to achieve greatness. And when you don't have to doubt yourself every second of every day when you're doing something, that is a beautiful feeling, because that way you have a lot more mental energy that you can put into the actual work than instead of just playing mental gymnastics to get back on track. So for everyone that's kind of in that position, start now, dude. It gets better. Like whenever you're starting something, it is hard. Like posting my first few videos on short form was pretty hard because you're putting yourself out there. But at the end of the day, man, like fucking trying is cool. Like trying shit is cool. You are meant to try because that means you are stepping out of your comfort zone essentially and you are growing. That is the words of wisdom that I have. You can call it wisdom or you can just call it what I've learned over the past year, because it truly clarified to me what being on a mission, being purpose-driven means. It's a constant exercise, self-awareness and finding yourself and finding your motivations and finding the reasons why you do certain things. But I've noticed that those have evolved over time and you constantly have to figure out what your why is. So that is something to think about in 2025. What is the big why? You know, what is all this for, right? I know there is an inner feeling where I'm like super passionate about this shit. I'm super driven about all the stuff that I'm doing, all the stuff that I'm building. I just need to put into words what the why is, because clarity of self means you can truly align your actions, your beliefs, your value system, and it just gives you a North Star when you know what you want to align the rest of your life around that thing. So enough of me yapping. I'm gonna quickly edit the video, but yeah, I'll catch you later after this edit, and yeah, probably gonna show you guys some fireworks from my window if we can see any. That's all for this little yap session. All right, guys. So just finished editing the video. What time is it right now? It's 11:23. So I'm trying to get it out before the New Year's, or 11:59 CST. So we are at 23% uploaded. So once that's done, we're gonna be good for this task. And then I'm just gonna do some work. Probably just gonna check out the fireworks. And yeah, that is a wrap for 2024. I'll catch you guys after. Yo, so the fireworks just happened. I honestly couldn't see them super clearly, so I wasn't able to record them, unfortunately. But check this out. These are all the people that are heading back from Navy Pier. These are all the people that are heading back after seeing the fireworks. Look at all this traffic, bro. Like, who the fuck wants to get caught up in that shit? Like, explain that to me, bro. Look at all this traffic, bro. Imagine having the idea of, hey, let me grab my car real quick on New Year's fucking Eve and drive around. I guess it's just people from the suburbs or some shit, but damn, that looks like it's awful. Anyway, guys, happy New Year's to everyone. Let's crush 2025. What's good, guys? It is the 1st of January, 2025. Brand new day. We're gonna start it off with a bang. I have been meaning to go out on a run for a while now. My knee was cooked, but fuck it. Let's start the year strong. I'm gonna go for a nice 5 or 10K, and then I'll be back, and then we're gonna start the rest of our day. So, see you guys in a bit. We are back from the run. I ended up taking a dip in Lake Michigan. It was like 30 degrees. So now what I'm gonna do is I wanna head to the office, grab some food potentially because I need to lock in, get some work done. And yeah, I'll see you guys there. But first, I gotta re-up my nose strip, man. These black ones are a lot more obvious, but I noticed they stick a lot better on your nose. So I know I'm gonna look dorky as hell, but it's all good. We're gonna be able to breathe better. And yeah, every advantage we can get, we're gonna take. So quick little, I guess, unboxing. What would you call this? But these stick a lot better. Not too bad, not too bad. All right, guys, I'm gonna see you at the office. Gonna get some food, and yeah, catch you later. All right, what is going on, my friends? So now that we're in the office, I wanted to give you guys kind of an overview of what it takes to build a product. Now, if you have an idea of what you're gonna be selling, there are a few ways to approach this whole product selection process, or the product development process, I would say. The best way, or there is no best way actually. The best way is the one that aligns with your mission, your final goal, your vision of the product. Now, one way to do this is to go for the margins approach. That means you find a product on Alibaba for cheap, you look at suppliers either in the US or Alibaba, you find the one with the best margins, and you just throw your label on it, and boom, you have a product there. Now, this is gonna be more technical advice for TikTok Shop specific and not building a product in general. So if you're going for the margins play, there are a lot of people that find products for $1. They'll throw their label on it and then they'll sell it for, I would say, like $10, $15, $20. And people think that's a steal, right? People think that is a steal and they still make money on it because their cost of goods is so low. Now, if you want to go more of the branding route, which is our strategy here, that means we want to build a brand where people like the product, it's sticky, people want it, plus it's effective. The play there is it's going to be more of a long-term brand. Tomorrow, if we run ads on Facebook, Instagram, whatnot, people are going to be coming from that channel too, because while most people look at Amazon, TikTok as their whole business, we look at it as a channel, something that can grow way beyond just the TikTok Shop space. So keeping that in mind, our goal with this first product is for it to be high quality, good margins, effective ingredients, and lab tested. So we're going the extra mile, but you could very well go to Alibaba, find a product that people are selling already, slap your label on it, and ship it to the US. Both of these routes work. Now, you have to ask yourself, what is this ultimate goal? What is your ultimate goal with this brand? Now, there are a few things that you should be doing either way, whether you're going this route or the other route. In the product selection process, find a product that works already. Find something that has sales. And I described my whole product selection process in the last video. So if you haven't, check that vlog out. It goes into depth as to what the product selection process looks like for us and what it should look like for you when you're looking for your product. So once you've found that product, the best way of taking a product to market is finding something that is already selling on Amazon, TikTok Shop, and making it 10, 20% better. Now, how do you do that? It could either be, if you have insider knowledge, you talk to the people that are potentially gonna use it, you interact with them, you know there are certain shortcomings that this product has that you can improve in your product so that it is overall a better product. Because we don't want to reinvent the wheel here. We don't want a product that you're building just for the sake of building a product and it's not based on data. So the best way is to go on TikTok Shop using the same fast mouse strategy, find the product that is your competitor that you're trying to improve, and either change the format you're selling it in. So for example, let's say someone is selling pills. People don't usually like to take pills, especially if you're going to the broad market. They don't like pills. They'd rather eat a gummy, some kind of drops, or another way that is more flavored and more palatable to eat. So you want to find a better format to advertise your product in, and then also go through all the reviews on Amazon, TikTok Shop, see what the shortcomings are, and then you want to make sure that you address them in your product. Now that's one way to do it. The second way is the strategy I told you, where something is selling on Amazon, it's a blue ocean, you have the angles that you're going to advertise, you have the problem it solves through the reviews, but it's not yet sold on TikTok Shop. Now, the more tactical ways of building a product depends on whatever product you're selling. So like we deal with supplements. The way you would build a supplement product essentially is you would need a list of ingredients. If you're building something by yourself, something original, you would need a list of ingredients. You can copy that from the supplement fact sheet of a product that's selling. You would have one highlight ingredient. So an example would be Shilajit, right? Shilajit is a trending product on TikTok. You want to make sure that's the highlight, but you also want to include some other ingredients that serve a specific purpose. So you need to be clear on exactly what problem you're solving, whether that's a multi-nutrient, whether that is more of a performance booster in general, whether that's anti-aging. So you want to be sure at what purpose your product is solving, because you're selling a solution, you're not selling the ingredients. Then you're going to reverse engineer the ingredients from that. You're going to find the ingredients that work. And a quick way to do it is starting off the list of ingredients using ChatGPT. You ask ChatGPT for the most effective formulation for your product, and then you can find a formulation expert. You can use Upwork, Fiverr, or if you have a company you want to work with that does the labeling for you, the design for you, that's going to be a bit more expensive, but you have everything in-house, or you have everything outsourced to that one company. So Second step is finding a formulation expert, which determines how effective a formula is, because they will actually go out, order the ingredients, and then they will make the supplement, and which will give you an idea of how effective it actually is. And this is the route we're going because we want the actual product to be effective. We want people to keep coming back versus a one-time purchase, which is very common on TikTok Shop. After you have the formula, the next step is finding suppliers. Now, finding suppliers, you can do pretty much a ton of ways. Number one is Alibaba. You go on Alibaba, you look for the kind of supplement you want, and I might go into a session on my laptop real quick and show you guys exactly how to find those suppliers. Now, another way is to find more US-based suppliers, which you can do the same way. You search them up on Google, you ask for referrals from other people in the business, other people making supplements if they're making it in the US. But your best bet is actually looking for US-based suppliers on Alibaba as well, because people think Alibaba is like more of a Chinese company, but they have a ton of US suppliers as well. So that is the second way. And this doesn't apply to just supplement products. You can find a supplier for pretty much any product that you can find on Amazon. If it is somewhat successful, there will be replicas of that product on Alibaba. Now, for physical products that are not supplements, you would want to go to Amazon, go to the reviews, find the problems that people are facing with that product. And sometimes you just have to have those problems. So for example, if you're selling a product that is at a very low price point, if you're selling a product that is a very low price point, it is likely going to be that the quality isn't going to be the best. And people are going to have issues with the quality. Now, if you don't want to deal with those issues, then you want to find a product that is of high quality or high perceived value, I would say. People look at it, people look at the price point, and they're like, wow, like this is a steal for what the price of the product is. But if you want to sell a physical product, most likely, especially on TikTok Shop, you're gonna either have to do a lot of volume or you're gonna have to sell a very low quality product, which is not something that we necessarily want to deal with. So we stick to supplements, which are relatively cheaper, solve a problem, but very high margins. Because the margins mean you can attract high-end affiliates, you can attract more customers because of sales you host, because TikTok is a very price-sensitive platform. So you want to make sure that you keep margins and price point in mind. Like, I'm a very passionate guy about design and whatnot, but with this product, we have to be very strategic with how we design the final product. Now, the problem with Leverage was the price point came out to be quite high until we have enough volume. So now that we have a higher volume order, the price point is a lot lower. But if you're building a new product and you're testing it on Shop, you need to make sure that you have enough volume to, one, keep the price low, but two, let's say a video of yours goes viral. It takes one video for your product to sell out. You don't want to make it so that you spend a lot of money getting creators to make content for you and then you sell out. So that's another place where product price doesn't matter. And with physical products, when I say physical products, I mean that products that are not supplements. You have to make sure that you order an insanely large volume, or you order a very low quality product to keep the price low and keep the margins high. So I'm gonna approach this problem from the perspective of supplement brand owner, but all these practical tips apply if you're also selling a physical product. So the step one is to list down the problems people are facing with existing products on the market, right? You want to do data-driven market research. You want to go see what the people are trying to tell you is wrong with the product that is currently being sold, and you want to make it 20% better. We don't want to reinvent the wheel here. We don't want to start a whole new product. The second thing you want to do, if you're a supplement brand, is reformulate that. So let's say people are having issue with certain ingredients and it affects their digestive system, right? For our products, we made sure that we used monk fruit as a sweetener, which doesn't affect your stomach. We only use the highest quality ingredients because at the end of the day, it's something that likely I will use, and I am not one of those people that builds a brand and doesn't use their own product. There are a lot of people that do that, right? Reformulating the ingredients, making sure that the ingredients align with the final goal that you have in mind, the value you want to give your customers. Number two is you want to make sure you find a suitable supplier. Once you've written that down, you can throw some ideas around the supplier and see what they can do, right? Because some ingredients are going to be more expensive than the others, so you want to kind of price all of those with them, and that just means going back and forth, communicating with them, getting samples made. While you're doing that, you want to send it to a formulation expert as well, because ChatGPT will give you a pretty good ballpark of how much ingredients each of your products should have. A lot of these supplements are based on PubMed or NIH publications, and ChatGPT has all of that data, right? So if you actually go cross-reference the studies as to what is the effective dose of an ingredient, you'll find out that it has a pretty good ballpark range. So now that you have a general idea, you want to still send it to a formulation expert, because what they help you do is not just formulate the final efficacy of the product, but also some of them are flavorists, so they will actually like give you the best maskers. Like maskers are the ingredients that hide the terrible taste of products and make it taste really good in the final form. So whether that's like gummies or Shilajit has a very strong tart type taste, but if you use maskers, you can pretty much throw it in any form. Now the problem we dealt with our product was that gummies are not the most effective for the product we're going with. So we were deciding between gummies and drops. And the thing is, with our ingredients, gummies aren't super effective because of the high heat. So when the product is heated up, the ingredients start losing their efficacy. And secondly, our supplement works best in liquid form, more so than even tablets and capsules. So we had to kind of make that sacrifice there to make sure that the final product is what we want it to be, even though I think gummies would sell a lot better, especially because they're more of a snack. And dude, like people will eat twice the dose of a gummy and they run out a lot quicker, so they keep coming back to buy. So now that you have an idea of the final formula, you've gone back and forth with the supplier, you want to make sure that when you're finding a supplier, the communication is on point. You have to approach this with some level of knowledge by either reading research papers, talking to a formulation expert, which is why it's so important, because sometimes the supplier will kind of BS you and they'll basically not inform you about the right efficacy of a product. They'll be like, okay, we're gonna put this in, and then you find out that the product isn't as effective. So knowing those intricacies and doing your actual research and approaching it with a educated perspective is so important, but also paying extra for an expert that formulates things for a living is quite important, because they're going to tell you exactly what the downsides of the product you're building or the sacrifices of the product you're building are. So make sure that you approach it with an investment perspective. Invest earlier on in the right people. Try different suppliers if you're looking for different suppliers. Now, we have been in the game, so we have our own network where we can just find the best person for every product that we're trying to manufacture. But even then, like, it's so important to approach it from an educated perspective, because only you have the final vision for the brand you're building. You have to make sure that you transfer that vision to whomever you're working with. So now you have the samples underway. You have, and I would recommend getting samples from different suppliers just so you have cross references. Now that you have the samples underway, the next step is actually building the physical product, which is what people hold. What you want to do is you want to kind of go make a list of all the competitors in your space, make a list of other products that are close or complementary to your space. So for example, let's say you're selling a gummy product, right? You want to make a list of the gummies that you want your final product to look like. Now, there necessarily might not be a gummy version of your product, right? So you want to kind of go to other industries and see what kind of products they're building. And at the end of the day, you need to have a design or a brand in mind. What kind of audience is going to be using your product? What would they want to see on a bottle? Now, an example of this is with the product we're building, it's mostly for people that are biohackers. So what we're focusing on is making it look very premium, clinically effective, but also keeping a nice price point there. So with that, you want to kind of see what the clinical products look like, and you will know once you start doing some research. You will look at certain brands and you will notice the aesthetic that they're going for through both the description, their packaging, and whatnot. So it's a lot of cross-referencing, and I highly recommend you make a Notion document with all the inspo for the labels, and then you want to find someone that can build a label for you. And you can usually do this on Upwork, Fiverr, hire a design agency to take care of everything for you, but that's going to be more expensive, especially if you're doing it on a budget. Now that you have a final label, I'm going to go deeper into the labels and show you an example label that we built for Leverage. I'm going to actually pull up our Leverage product label. I'm going to show you exactly all the elements you need for TikTok Shop, because if you don't have those, your product is going to be disapproved and you're just going to be in a lot of shit. A lot more practical stuff coming, but this is more of a theoretical perspective on how to build a product. Now, I can go on my laptop and show you Alibaba and all these suppliers, but I think there are way too many tutorials out there for that, for sourcing suppliers, and you can very easily, if you are serious about building your own brand, you can easily go out and find videos that really explain that stuff in depth way better than I can. So this is more of a high-level strategy video. Now that you have the final label, the final product, you're good to go. Basically, you manufacture it, you send it to the US, or if your supplier's in the US, you send it to your warehouse, your third-party fulfillment. And I'm gonna be going into the intricacies of using TikTok's own fulfillment versus using a 3PL. A 3PL is basically a third-party warehouse that holds your products, ships it out, and is connected to your Shopify or TikTok dashboard, so you don't have to worry about shipping out the product. So this is kind of like the whole process of what it takes to build a product. Now, at the end of the day, you have to remember that you have the vision for your product, you have the final idea of what you're building, whether that's a quick money grab, whether that's a long-term brand. So just make sure everything is intentional. Make sure that you have the intention clear as to what your final audience is, what problem are you trying to solve, what kind of brand do you want to build? Do you want to make sales? Do you want to make quick money? Or do you want to build something where people keep coming back and it yields a lot more money over the long term versus something quick? So keep those things in mind. And that was kind of a quick overview of what the product building process looks like. And this is just helpful to include because as we go through the vlog, I will be showing you practical stuff like the labels, the dimensions, all that kind of stuff that we're working on. And this discussion serves as context so that you guys know exactly what we're doing when we're building a product. And it's the same, man. It's the same for every product, every brand. So yeah, I hope that was clear. I hope that was helpful. Now I'm gonna go back to my laptop, get some work done. I do have to finalize some documentation for the labels. So basically what I need to do next is I need to prepare a Notion document, kind of highlighting all the elements we want in our labels because our samples are pretty much ready. We actually are gonna be putting the labels on the sample. So when we get the initial sample, it's gonna be the full product so that we can tweak anything before production and it just everything looks good before we are ready to place a massive order for the product. So I'm gonna finalize the document so that we can send it to our designer. There are a few versions of it. I'm just trying to figure out what vibe we're gonna go for. I gotta discuss with some of my partners, some of my teammates to see what the final brand should look like. And we just gotta put it into words what we want the designer or how we're envisioning the final brand and how we want the designer to actually make it. So that's what I'm gonna be doing right now, and I'll see you guys right after that. Yo, what's up, gang? So just finished a quick bench session, nothing crazy, just went to the gym. Got a quick workout in so I can wrap it up for the day. Now I'm gonna head home. I gotta do some more work, but before that, I'm probably just gonna take a breather, rest a bit, eat something, and then after that, we're gonna be getting some work done. Finalizing a few things for 2025. I also need to get that label document finalized. Basically, it's just the document requirements for the label designer so that we can just send that to him. I already made it right now. I just gotta go through it once again to see if it's actually the vision and the vibe that I wanna go for. But yeah, then send it over so that he can start working on the label. And now I'm just debating whether I should just say, you know, whatever, I'll take the sample without the labels because I want the samples to be here relatively quickly and the label might take some more time because it just doesn't feel right yet. So I'm really picky about the designing and what the vibe we're trying to go for is. So just in the interest of saving time, I guess, you know, you can always put the label on a mock-up, but I'm just trying to make sure that I make the best decision. So gonna try to expedite the label. If it's not done by maybe tomorrow or day after and I'm not happy with it, it needs more work, I'll send them like a version of the label and it'll still be subject to change over the next few weeks or so.